Tonight, a powerful campaign to keep kids safe around the pool. And with 7 kids who have drowned in Maricopa County so far this year, the message is worth repeating here as we head into the long holiday weekend. 3TV's Amanda Goodman reports.
I remember how much I loved him. I remember walking through the gate that had been locked to the pool area. It brings back a lot of very emotional memories.
3 years ago this month, Allison James agreed to participate in the Mesa Fire and Medical Department's I Remember campaign.
Obviously, it is a very scary thing to do. But I want to save someone else's life.
6 years ago this month, Allison's son Ian drowned in their fenced-off backyard pool.
I remember being angry because I had done the very best I could to protect my kids, and it was just a matter of a minute or two and my baby was gone.
In all, the department made 3 separate videos, including this one featuring first responders.
I remember arriving at the scene.
I remember everyone at the scene was frantic.
I remember that time when I finally had to come to terms and pronounce the child dead.
Deputy Chief Forrest Smith says they came up with the idea after several drownings in their community. Their goal, to get people to take drowning prevention seriously. And 3 years later, it's working.
We do know that this has saved lives just because the fact that it has created a heightened sense of awareness on the topic.
For Allison, the pain of losing Ian is still very much a part of her present, but her passion to prevent this from happening to others keeps her going.
It's still hard. I don't know that I'll ever completely heal, but it does, the hope that it will make a difference does help.
And Mesa Fire says these videos have been used by departments in Florida and California, too. Coming up tonight at 10, what Allison James says is the hardest part of spreading awareness. Live in the newsroom, Amanda Goodman, 3TV.
And some good advice tonight, Amanda. Thank you.
I remember wishing that I could rewind my life for just a moment to make this not happen, to make it all go away.
So heartbreaking here, this powerful public service announcement that bears repeating heading into the upcoming holiday weekend. The message, of course, watch your kids around water. It's the message of the I Remember campaign.
3TV's Amanda Goodman joining us live from inside the newsroom tonight, talking about the Mesa Fire and Medical Department creating all of these videos with this message tonight. Amanda?
Well, Brandon, these videos are tough to watch, and they were even tougher to make, each one of them featuring a parent of a child who drowned, sharing their tragedy in the hopes that they can prevent another one. I Remember was launched 3 years ago this month after Mesa Fire and Medical says that they'd seen an uptick in drownings. The goal, to create a prevention campaign that actually got people's attention. Allison James is one of the mothers featured in the PSAs. Her son Ian drowned 6 years ago this month after getting into their fenced-off backyard pool. Since his death, she says she's felt a burden of responsibility to speak out and hopefully save a life. But spreading awareness, she says, is not always easy.
It's hard for them to understand how critical it is and how much more they need to be paying attention than they think they do. A lot of people rely on luck. A lot of people are just trying to survive, and making it a priority to put in some of these drowning prevention efforts is hard. It's hard for families to do, but it needs to be done.
Mesa Fire and Medical tells me they believe that this campaign is saving lives, and in fact, it's even being used by other agencies in Florida and California, too. Reporting live in the newsroom, Amanda Goodman, 3TV.
All right, Amanda, thank you.
This is a story we seem to talk about every time this year, and we speak about it too much: drownings. And sadly, we've had another 2 incidents in just the past 3 days. One Valley City now launching its drowning campaign to try to save lives. Linda Williams live with the story tonight. Linda.
John, it is simply called I Remember, and it is powerful. The Mesa Fire Department launched it back in 2013 and is relaunching it again this summer in hopes of hammering home a message that could save a child's life.
I remember seeing a small lifeless body floating in the pool.
A heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching reminder that drownings can happen to any family at any time.
That they're just like us. They represent our neighbors, our moms, our sisters, people that we know who were involved in a situation where there was a lapse of supervision that led to this.
Launched originally in 2013, the drowning prevention campaign features two moms, both from Mesa, recounting the worst day of their lives. They're hoping it can somehow prevent another tragedy like theirs.
I remember looking at the doctor and saying, "Isn't there anything more you can do?" I remember him saying no.
It's a tragedy that Ivard Brimley has seen unfold many times in his more than 45 years at the Mesa Fire Department. He says what has improved is that people are learning CPR, but the drowning calls continue.
Every summer it is a campaign, or we just wait till the calls come in. As much as we teach and put out information, it still happens. But you do need to watch your kids around water.
I remember the pain. Please watch your kids around water.
Don't think this can't happen to you. It happened to me. Please watch your kids around water.
Allison James lost her son Ian in 2010. The other mom, Stephanie Burkett, lost her son Calvin in 2009. Now, to see the full videos and get other drowning prevention tips, you can head to our website, fox10phoenix.com. I'm Linda Williams, Fox 10 News.
So we are heading into a long holiday weekend, and a lot of us are going to be spending it outside in the pool.
Yeah,
It's July 4th, of course.
Yeah, you have to survive here in the valley in the heat. We can't say it enough, though. Please, please, please watch your kids around water. That is the message of the I Remember campaign. Mesa Fire and Medical launched the campaign about 3 years ago after seeing an uptick in drownings. They say they wanted to create a prevention campaign that got people's attention. This is what they came up with. They put out these videos featuring parents of children who have drowned. Allison James is one of the mothers in the PSAs. Her son Ian drowned in June of 2010 after getting into their fenced-off backyard pool.
I feel now I have a burden of responsibility, now that I know a lot more, to help reach out to people and hopefully help another family prevent them from having to go through such a tragedy.
Gosh, kudos to her for being able to do that. Mesa Fire and Medical says the videos are having an impact even beyond the valley, as they're being used by other departments in Florida, California, other communities that have a lot of pools to spread drowning prevention awareness. I mean, it's just like that 4-year-old girl that we had earlier in the week. There was a party going on. All the adults just lost track of her.
And that's usually how it happens.
Survive.
Heidi, thank you.